Hello, I'm Maria Redmon, and my colleague is Claudia Quinteros. I am from the University of Central Florida, and Claudia is from the Universidad del Valle, Guatemala. The title of our presentation is Implementing Collaboration and International Projects to Address Global Problems. What is COIL? COIL stands for Collaborative Online International Learning. The characteristics of COIL are the following: enables online collaboration between students and educators from diverse countries and cultures. It also emphasizes intercultural interaction and dialogue. Another characteristic of COIL is that it enhances student communication and collaboration. And lastly, it develops skills in a global context. Our project, entitled Culture and Environment, a Collaborative Learning Experience, focused on the use of COIL to enhance intercultural competencies, foster cross-cultural awareness, and build understanding through shared multicultural learning environments. If you notice the visuals that are attached to this slide, you could see that we are focusing on two bodies of water in two distinct countries and two distinct types of body of water. In Guatemala, we are focused on the river Contreras, which is located near the university and where Dr. Quinteros has done extensive research. At the University of Central Florida in Orlando, we are focusing on the body of water that is a lake, Lake Claire. It is located within the University of Central Florida's campus. Our project focused on collaboration in a problem-solving experience. It aligned with the needs of an interconnected world. It promotes internationalization and expands students' learning experiences. The timeline for this project was 10 weeks of intensive training through the iLab at the University of Central Florida, using Zoom to connect to Guatemala. There was an 11-week course implemented after Claudia and I developed the modules, the syllabus, and it's all the other training materials needed to initiate the course. And it was offered in the fall semester of this past year. Our COIL experience. COIL structure. COIL incorporates collaborative learning strategies. A, project-based and problem-based learning, and B, student engagement in practical projects and complex problem solving. We focused on the three competencies of knowledge. Knowledge at the conceptual level, contextual level, and attitudinal level. The image that you see on the screen, it shows how these levels are all interconnected and related to the experience of the person who is employing the level of knowledge. Experience affects both the conceptual, which means the facts, and the attitudinal, which is the attitude of the person who is learning. And both of them, all of these knowledges, lead to the contextual, which is knowledge within a practical setting. Cultural awareness and sensitivity. On this chart, we can see that experience of difference affects how a person will conceptualize and accept a cultural experience. Ethnocentrism, that means focused on yourself. And ethno-relativism is accepting others and focusing on their concepts. And this is a constant continuum. My colleague will continue with other information about our modules and the course that we have developed.
Okay, hello everybody. We want to talk about it. We want to show you how do we divide this 11 weeks with the students. We have 6 thematic segments. If you can see it, they are over there. And the ones that have the red dot, it's because these ones are synchronous and the other ones are asynchronous. You can see in your left side that all coils starts with an icebreaker. We use a Padlet platform to do because it's a better way for all the students to get together in a same place. In the icebreaker, we ask about where they come from, that they identify the place of origin of their family, because we want to do this cultural blend. So we start there, and then you can see in the next picture, number 3, we do an informative presentation for the other students group, and we reunited in this Zoom. And then we are collecting data to analyze them and to see what is the missing parts of information. At the end, we conclude with another Zoom asynchronous moment to interchange this information. Another thing that we put too much attention is how we are going to communicate. So we decide the ICT, or the information and communication technology. It was crucial to our project. So you can see that we right here use a Canvas catalog course, that it's the place where students, faculty members get reunited. You use Zoom to connect in the synchronism moments. We use two AI tools, because remember, we have two languages, student language, get together. One speak English and the other group speak Spanish. The course was in English, so they for the students that speak Spanish, it was very useful to use AI to be sure that the information that they are receiving or giving are correct writing. The other thing that we used was Padlet. Do you see at the first, the icebreaker, we use Padlet, but at the end, we use again Padlet. We think this platform is another good uh, place that we can reunite, and at the same time, take a very good communication and a collaboration together, because this one was made for each group. And then at the end, something very important is the evaluation. In each segment, we use a specific rubric. In that rubric, we evaluate the three knowledges: the conceptual, the contextual, and the attitudinal. And this is an example you can see here for a attitudinal rubric. And at the end of the project, we use a final survey so we can know what was the overall experience of the student. Maria, you have outcomes for us.
Oh, thank you. Okay, key components for success. Importance of clarity in communication. On this chart, we can see that many aspects of the course were dedicated to communication and perception of cultural awareness, partnership in the presentations, support and help offered by the faculty and also among the students in both countries and together, empathy, understanding the cultural differences and realities of both, and respect for others, and overall communication. As we can see, overall communication between excellent and good was over 50%. Respect was definitely above 50. It was about 85%. Empathy, which is understanding others, is also a high level in our course, high level of perception in our course. Support and help was also above 50. It was approximately 68%. Partnership, that means working together as groups, in a group. That could be either the University of Central Florida students working together, or the UVG students working together, or both of them working together, because the assignments required interaction among both groups and interaction among individual groups. Cultural awareness is an understanding of the culture of others. And there also, we have approximately 60% of the perception was positive. Thank you.
Okay, in the thematic segment preference of the students, we find that the first three that you can see in the chart are the most wanted or the most positive activities we do on all 11 weeks. Two of them are synchronisms, and one of them is asynchronous. We find out when we read the comments that they are asking for more of these activities, the ones that can be reunited in one point where they can see face-to-face activities. And these ones, the last three, if you can see the titles, they include a lot of analysis and reading of information. So maybe that that's the reason the students do not have a high points for this thematic segments. Okay, what are our recommendations? At the end of the 11 weeks, what do we find out? Okay, first of all, it's very important to have segments in your whole project. Segments that has been divided. Each one has a like a product or something that has to get the student an investigation or a document or including something in a Padlet, because this is the one that is going to enhance your student engagement and make focus on the activities. Um, if we have rubrics in each of one of the segments, you are feed forward the work that the student is doing. So both things are very important. Then we find out that communication is crucial for our project. Communications in levels: faculty with faculty, faculty with students, and students through students. These three levels are very important because in those each level we can have a lot of information to distribute and descriptions of what are they have to do. Both the segments, the both synchronous and asynchronism, it's very important, but the students tell us we want to do more face to face, so you can like make a balance of each one. Then to your open mind for respect of others, and they have to know that communications can be in some moments of the coil has to be a little bit professional because we have to talk to a group, or maybe it can be casual if I'm working group inside a group. Remember, intrapersonal and interpersonal, it's very important in communications. Then we find out that Zoom, Padlet, and WhatsApp was the best ICT tools that we can use. Then another thing that it's very important is to find out a place. In this case, we use a platform course to get in the same place, in a place, all faculty and student members. Remember, we use bilingual instructions. This help a lot for both students, and we centralize the work in this platform. The generative AI tools are very important because they, for instance, will they learn how to use it to enhance their reading or writing skills. But remember, we have to use it ethical, transparency, and in integrity use. And the final, intercultural sensitivity and cultural adaptation. Remember, we need to give a guide to the students. What do we expect of them when they reunite with the other students of the other university, and the importance of working in peers? And it doesn't matter if they are in different academic disciplines, because when they are in different academic disciplines, they add more, um, like support each of other. So this provides with diversity perspective and common topics. And this is our experience with COIL. We want to thank you for your time. And also, we want to thanks people that help us a lot with Maria, Wendy Howard, the director of iLab of UCF, and Wendy Bellinger, in the director of SEAD here in Guatemala. So thank you very much, and we don't know if someone have any question.
Thank you.